Hi, welcome to Creating the Goods. My name is Wendy. In my previous video, part 1 and part 2, I showed you how to take simple shapes in Design Space and create beautiful designs just using those simple shapes. I made these cute little earrings in my part 1 video, and I'll put that up top. So today I'm going to show you how to put them together. So without any further ado, let's get started.
The materials I'm using for this project, I'm using a briar, a weeding tool. I got this vinyl off of Amazon. It came in a package with a few other colors. I got this beautiful leather over at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to use a deep cut blade on this because it's kind of thick. And also I'm using the fine point blade for the green, as well as this beautiful patriotic leather that I got off of Amazon too. I'm using some leather glue. I also got this package of earring hooks and jump rings. It has various colors of metal, and I got that off of Amazon as well, and I'll link that down below. I'm also using a hole puncher that will put a hole in our earrings so I can put our jump rings through. And I'm using 2 sets of pliers to open and close our jump rings. I'm going to use everyday white iron-on vinyl, and I'm also using a mini press. I'm going to use a standard grip mat and a strong grip mat. I'm going to use some tape to tape down our leather. And I'm using the Maker today, but you can use any cutting machine of your choice. I want to show you how to find a shared project in Cricut Design Space. This is my part 2 video. It says show more. Here is a link for all designs I created in both videos. Click on that. Cricut Design Space will start to load. This is a free project. It will not cost you anything. You do not have to have Cricut access. You just need to register, sign in. My link will show up. There it is. Go down to customize. Click on that, and Canvas Design Cricut Canvas will open up then. It says it's a big link. It really is not. I don't know why it says that. But just go over to the Layers panel and click on Group if it doesn't come up. You will see all the projects that I made. You are welcome to use them. They're just grouped. There is nothing welded. You can go ahead and change the sizes, shapes, whatever you like for your own personal needs. Today we are just working on the earrings, so I'm just going to ungroup. I'm going to duplicate the earrings, move them over to the side. Then I'm going to go ahead and group everything back again. And just click on the eye in the Layers panel and get that out of our way. Okay, I'm just going to make these hearts a little bigger so you can see what I'm doing. I changed the hearts up a little bit. I made the heart a little bit thicker, and I also filled in the hole. I think they look a lot better now. So that way we could just put hole punch and put a jump ring through it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ungroup. And I'm going to just duplicate the one earring because I showed you the patriotic leather that we're going to be using today. I'm very visual. I like to see what I'm going to do before I cut anything out. I'm going to show you how to upload a pattern. Okay, I'm going to take a picture using my phone of the leather. I'm going to email it to myself. I'm going to upload it to a file and save it. Go into Design Space, upload the pattern, upload again, and I'm going to go to the file where I saved it. I saved it under Pictures. Upload, there it is. I'm going to change the pattern name. I accidentally messed up how to spell stripes. The theme, you could pick any theme you want. I picked patriotic. The style, you could pick a style. I picked stripes. And the colors, you could pick any colors you want so that way you know what it looks like. I picked red, white, and blue. Hit upload. Then I went to line type, went over to fill. It is now a print and cut. So then I'm going to click on print, print type, click on the color, click pattern. Okay, and there's our pattern. It will change the heart to our pretty patriotic heart. Okay, there you are. Also, Design Space has a lot of preset patterns as well. You'll have to take a look. Go also down to Edit Pattern. You could go and scale your pattern to a nice thin or a wide as you want. You could rotate it, perhaps 45-degree angle. You could flip it horizontal or vertically. Okay, and that looks pretty good. Okay, so once you have what you like, there you are. So this is how our end result, our patriotic earring is going to look like. Of course, we're going to have to change it because this is a print and cut. So I already have the vinyl or the leather that I'm going to use to cut, but this way it gives you a visual. Here you are, you have it, and it looks like a print and cut. So we need to change it. Also the laces, we need to weld them because they're everywhere on the board. We want them one continuous piece. So let's cancel. I'm going to go over to the laces. I'm going to right click, or you could go down to the bottom and click on weld. So that way they're one continuous piece. And I'm going to go ahead and change my pretty patriotic heart to a cut now. And I'm just going to change it to any color. I'm just going to change it to an orange. Okay, so there you have it. There's the laces. They're all grouped together except for the other ones on my green. There is your quote-unquote patriotic heart. Okay. Okay, I'm going to just put the laces back on the football. And group that. The football over to the heart, group it, and then I'm going to go up to the top and size our earring. I'm just going to go up to the height. You don't need to do the width as the height. You just do the height, 1.75 I'm going to put it, and that way it will make everything look even. Okay, so that looks good, and I like the size for this type of shape earring, 1.75. I'm going to go ahead and delete the green and just work with one. I find it easier, so this way I don't have to size 3 and 4 different earrings. I just do one, duplicate it a few times, change the colors to green. So that way I have my patriotic and my green. It's just easier for me. You can do it any way you find it easy to be. Also, I want a front and a back, so I'm going to go ahead and ungroup one, and I'm just going to duplicate it a few times to have a front and back, change the colors, so that way I have front and backs for both pairs. Okay, there you have it. You have all the laces together. I have all my patriotic hearts, my footballs, and I have my other earrings, my eagle earrings. I'm going to mirror everything. It's just good practice, especially my iron-on. I have to make sure I have that on mirror. Okay, so there you go. You got everything ready. I'm going to use a 12 by 12 mat. Going to click on continue. I have my maker. All right, I'm going to pick my materials. It's going to be Everyday Iron-On. If you don't have it in the favorites, go up top, search for it under vinyl. Come down, there's Everyday Iron-On. Click on that. I have it already as my favorites. Hit OK. Continue. I'm using default fine point blade. So let's get our materials ready on our mat. Okay, I always check my blade to make sure there is nothing on the blade, no residue, no particles of materials. Iron side on my vinyl, so shiny side down. Okay, I'm just using the regular grip mat for this one. Gonna make sure it's on there well. Gonna click on the prompt. Okay, hit the C button, and we're gonna wait for it to cut out. Okay, that looks good. I don't know if you can see it. All right, I'm just gonna use my knife, and I'm just gonna slice. There we go, just slice it off. And we'll weed that out a little bit later. So let's get going with our other leather. Here's my patriotic leather. I'm gonna put that face down as well, the design down on my mat. It has like a fuzzy side, and I don't want the fuzz all over my mat. It really destroys your mats. So I'm just going to put the leather side down. I'm going to take some tape, and I'm just going to tape it down. This is a new mat, so it's really sticky, so I really don't have to put that much tape down. I did use the briar, and I also made sure that was on there. Okay, the star wheels are all the way to the right. I'm checking my blade. Okay, there is my patriotic hearts. I'm going to pick the materials. Okay, I don't have it listed, so I'm going to search. I'm going to go under leather. There we go. And I'm going with a very thin leather. It's up top there, the very first one. Thin leather. Click OK. Fine point blade, default. I'm ready to go. Gonna hit that prompt, hit that C button, and let it cut. Okay, I'm checking it. Before I release it, I'm checking to make sure it cut all the way through. It did. Okay, I'm going to take it off. It did a really nice job. I was very happy with it. That came out really nice. Also, you have little extra pieces. You could always use them in another project. Okay, they look good. Okay, now we're going to use the green leather. This was difficult, to be honest with you. I wasn't really crazy about working with it, and I'll show you why. I'm going to go ahead and check my blade again. Then I'm going to load my mat. hit the prompt button and hit the C button and let it cut. As you can see, it didn't cut all the way through. So do not release it. Hit that C button again and let it cut again. If you remove it, it will misline where you were cutting in the first place and you'll ruin your project. This I had to do like 2 or 3 times. It just did not cut. And I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, it's still not completely cut out in all areas, and this is why. Look at the blade. Look at all that residue that was on that blade. That stopped it from cutting out the way it should. Okay, let's take a look and see how it cut out. Okay, it did cut out most of it. Some of it is stuck a little bit, but I'll just get a scissor and I'll just snip off the end. Just be careful when you do that. You don't want to cut your leather. Yeah, that's okay. That looks good. And that one. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now I have my green hearts and I have my patriotic hearts. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut out our little footballs. Again, I'm going to put the good side down on the strong grip mat. And this is a brand new mat. And I really don't need to go gung-ho on the tape, but I did put down a pretty good amount. Alright, I'm going to search for my materials. I'm going to go into leather, go down, look, and I'm going to go to garment leather, 2 to 3 ounces, 0.8 millimeter. I'm going to try that. Okay, click on that. And it says to use the knife blade, but I'm not going to use the knife blade because I want this to be user friendly, and I want everybody who has the Explorer Air series to use it as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on my tools, edit tools, and I'm going to hit the deep cut blade. There you go, so that's changed. Going to hit OK. Now I need to go into and change my tools. Remove the fine point blade and put the deep cut blade in. Again, I'm checking to make sure there's nothing on my blade. Star wheels are over to the right. The reason being is we don't want to cause any demarcation on our leather. Okay, I'm going to hit the prompt button and hit the C button, and I'm going to let it cut. Okay, let's look. Oh, they came out beautiful. Look how cute the footballs look. That did a beautiful job. That deep cut blade really is a nice blade to use. Okay, they came out beautiful. Okay, so there you have it. We have everything cut out. Now we need to weed our iron on. We're going to weed out our little laces. Okay, they look good. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut them apart and get them ready to iron on our little footballs. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use the Easy Press Mini. Okay, I did call Cricut to find out exactly how to iron on genuine leather because I could not find it on their website. They told me they usually don't recommend it, but however, it also depends on what leather you are using. So trial and error, that's what they're basically telling me to do. So what I did was I put it on the second notch on my Cricut Easy Press Mini, and I applied about 20 seconds of heat, and I noticed I had to do that a few times to make sure it adhered, and I did a cold peel. They came out really nice. I'm very happy with how the iron-on adhered to the leather. Okay, let's start assembling our earrings. I'm using the leather glue. You could use any type of craft glue that you care to. You could even use some hot glue, but I prefer this glue. It worked really well, and I made sure I applied a liberal amount. Also, the drying time wasn't so fast, that way I was able to move my pieces around to make sure that they are evenly put together. Okay, I went ahead and I did the same thing with my patriotic earrings too. Made sure I went around, made sure the edges were all cleaned off. I didn't want anything, any kind of residue on the sides of my earrings. Okay, now let's apply the earring hooks and the jump rings. First, I'm going to put some holes in the earrings. I'm just using my hole puncher. As you can see, it's just a small little hole. I didn't want it too high up because that would rip the earring. So I made sure it was in the middle of the hole or the solid piece that I made in the earring. Okay, next I'm going to get my jump rings ready. I believe I'm using a 6mm jump ring. I'm going to use my pliers. I'm going to not pull on the jump ring apart. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to twist it in opposite directions until the jump ring opens up, as you can see. Then I'm going to place the earring on the jump ring, and next I'm going to take the earring hook and put that on as well. Okay, get my pliers, and I'm just going to wiggle that jump ring back and forth until they meet, and that is secure. Okay, let me show you one more time. I'm going to get my jump ring, I'm going to find the opening, take my pliers, put it on one side, get my other pliers, just wiggle it till it opens, not pulling it apart. Get my earring, put that on, get the earring hook, put that on, take my pliers and just wiggle that back and forth until it's secure. Okay, if you notice that your earrings are not in the right position, just twist it till it is in the right position. Bend that wire earpiece back, and there you have it. It looks beautiful. And do that with the other pair of earrings. Next, we're going to glue the footballs on our earrings. So I'm going to get my leather glue again, and I'm just going to position it where I feel is a good location for the footballs. And just checking it to make sure it's even. That looks good. Again, I like to put my footballs on opposite sides, so that way it looks nice when I am wearing them. Before I glue the football to the green earrings, I'm not liking how the color of the underside of the leather shows that yellow spongy look. So what I did was I had this permanent marker, but I also tested a few of them just to make sure that the color matched well with the color of the green earrings. So I went ahead and I applied it to the outside of the hearts as well as the inside of the hearts. And I did that with both pairs of earrings. And now they look beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to just glue the footballs onto my green earrings.
I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I had fun making it. I love these earrings as well as my eagle earrings. Please stay tuned. I have a wonderful video coming your way using one of my other designs that I made. So please hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for future videos, and give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.